Welcome to the overview of the charting program. This charting program was created by Joel. This is me here. I'll be taking you through that, but the creator is Joel here. He's in Portugal. He's our senior engineer for this particular program. He's done a fantastic job, and it's evolving all the time. So these help videos will be updated with new functionality as we move forward. So this is a very quick, brief overview of the program, and then I will go through each one with its own little video. So in a bit of a nutshell, the count that you see on here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here, that was done with this manual tool here. So I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and then I can make adjustments here depending on what I would like to do with it. This particular one here just does a single label as such, and then you can just double click on it and go into the settings and adjust all of those sort of things, or you can just delete it at this point, and I'll delete this one here while I'm here as well. So this one I use quite a lot manually, so I can just draw put my charting where I want. This one here does the this is the Elliott Wave algorithm, so I'll go into that a little bit later on. So you can just put it at the bottom of a wave count and it'll do its own counting here, and it'll probably also give you alternative wave counts as well. Now, in terms of the algorithm doing the wave count, we've also got this one over here, which is the AI. So this one here, you just click on this here and it'll give you a count of this particular market, but we're going to make some improvements on that, and the improvements will be that whatever's showing on here, so if you just have this showing on here, then it'll do the count just on this and not go way back to the beginning of it all. So whatever's on the chart will be displayed eventually on this one. So I won't go into that at the moment, but once it gives you the chat here, then you can go in and talk to it and ask it other certain questions as well. So this is the manual Elliott Wave one. This is for doing corrective waves, this one here, an ABC pattern here. And it also gives you a warning as well. See this little warning here? It says typically the B wave retraces, in a certain way. So if I bring that down a bit, then it doesn't give me the warning. If I put this up here, then it's giving me this warning here, and then there'll also be an error reading as well. So if I put I suppose that could be a running flat, but these ones, yeah, anyway, if it gives you the wrong count, it will, so this is why it's such a great tool, because it will guide you through the correct count. But sometimes you'll get a red one in here as well, giving you an error reading that that count is just not doable. And yeah, so they're the sort of the functions here for doing Elliott Wave, and also the Elliott Wave algo over here. Now the next step over for all of this is that you can get your stock by coming into this particular section here and looking for it. We're pulling the data's by trading view over here, and over here through this panel over here, you've got your watch lists here. Now, when you first join Trading Lounge, then most of these will be populated in here, and these are we've got different analysts, of course. So Malik is doing the global indices. I'm doing indices as well as a video. So if I click on this one here, these are the ones that I cover in this particular point. So you can create your own watch lists in all of this. So I'll be showing you how to do that. So that's where the watch lists are. And this one here is where the indicators are, and they will just sort of populate, depending on the volume down here and the trading levels here, and you'll have your settings here. You can hide them here, or you can bring them back, and you've got your settings here and so on for those type of things, all those basics things here. This one here is when you've got drawings on here, they will come into this space here, so you can hide them and do what lock them down and do what you need to do at that point. This one here is basically the wave information that you'd be looking at. So if you're looking at this particular pattern up here, it's saying that it doesn't understand it at this point. That's okay, but normally it will give you it'll give you some type of I've got to connect a pivot to this, still unknown, because I've drawn that myself. Basically, if I'd used this one up here, then it would have given me all the details on that. So yeah, we've got this sort of function here. Over here, we've got, if you want to download a screenshot here, the help videos are here. You know that because you're watching this video. This is your settings over here for your chart, candlestick, Elliott wave, degrees. You can adjust these. These are all the basic colors that we use here. Once you've got something here, then you can apply it as a default, and that's the same with all the drawing tools across the top here. You can create them as defaults as such. And this one here is just your day and night vision here, the best we can. And also too, this on your settings here, you can change the backdrop of the color of this white chart here into whatever you'd like to do. This particular one here will give you your chart layout in here if you want to do different chart layouts in here. Whichever one is highlighted, this one here is highlighted, so that means that if I want to put a different chart in here, so to speak, well then I would use I could just do that from this point here. So I'll just go back to my single chart here. And this one here is just the data, so the data that you see on the chart here. So it'll have your open, high, and low, and close, and volume. You can download that and extract that data out of here. This is your basic drawing tools here for this. One of the things in using this drawing tool, you see how it jumped onto this price here, and it's doing that now. See how it's working that, because it just gives you an accurate thing there. But you can hold down your Control Shift, and then it'll separate. It won't get locked onto there. So holding Control Shift down while you're using this is important. And yeah, these are all drawing tools across the top here. And if you wanted to hide this here, see I've got, see this intermediate wave structure here. If I wanted to hide that, then I'll just go 1 degree higher here, and then they won't be displayed there. Okay, so that's important. If you're working on an intraday chart and you're working with degrees down here, you don't want them showing on your daily chart. So that's why we can just work with this here for this on this case. And your daily, candlestick here, or bars or line chart, those basic things here. So that's it in a bit of a nutshell. Here you've got you've also got templates here as well, and that means that with the templates here, if you create, like with your volume on here and other indicators, you can save that as a template, and then every chart that you bring up will have that on it. You can also create other workspaces as well in here as well, so you can create your own workspaces for that. So that's kind of it in a bit of a nutshell. So we'll leave it at that.